here on YSN Live.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Quality?
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Back on YSN Live. Frasco back on the mound. He's had a while to think about that first inning where he only get one run on a hit, but he pitched a lot. And he's looking to rebound. He's got a big lead.
Number 7, number 12, P.J. Scott.
Here's P.J. Scott to the plate. He's the catcher for Cardinal Mooney. 7-8-9, Scott K. in her rib. Will lead off the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Frasco gets ahead 0-1. Pitch misses away, 2-1. And the 2-1, low again, 3-1. The pitch, swing and a miss. Count is even on Scott. The windup and the 3-2. Inside, ball 4. Scott works the leadoff walk. And that'll bring Matt Kay to the plate, the shortstop. Kay part of that little issue the Cardinals had last inning where it was a balk when they tried a hidden ball trick. Here's the first pitch. Fouls it back. 0-1. Ball's grounded to second base. Fielded by Rashidi. Tosses second for one. On the first, it's safe. Almost a double play, but they do get the lead runner. So it's a fielder's choice, and Mooney stays put.
Cardinals are playing left field, zone 4, Aiden Harib.
Here's Aiden Harib to the plate. Harib, the lefty, playing left field. In the pitch. Ground ball to second. Can they do it again? Second for one, on to first. Not in time again. Back-to-back fielder's choices from the second baseman, Rashidi, although Harib's a lot faster than Kay is.
16, Ryan Reese.
Back to the top of the order, Ryan Reese, the second baseman, leads off for Cardinal Mooney. Not able to do anything with that leadoff walk as back-to-back fielder's choices have kept the runner on first with 2 outs now. Back to first, got him leaning in time and picks off Harib to end the inning. So that's a leadoff walk, back-to-back fielder's choices, and a pickoff from Frasco to Carrilla, and the bottom of the second for Cardinal Mooney. So we're through 2 full innings here from Scene Park on YSN Live. Ursuline leads 4-1.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Hi, I'm Eric Carlson, president of Joe Dickey Electric and an Eagle Scout from Troop 60 in Boardman. I'd like to invite you to join us Tuesday, June 13th at the Lake Club for our 18th annual Celebration of Scouting Breakfast. Join us to hear the scouting story and support the organization that helped me become the leader I am today. Visit www.gtcbsa.org/breakfast or call 2.
Reliability.
Back here on YSN Live, top of the third, Brian Frasco leads off for the Irish. Ferenchek back on the mound. Trails 4-1. First pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Ferenchek has had very good command of that breaking ball. He's been able to flip it in there for a strike basically whenever he wants, but hasn't been throwing it often. See if he uses that more to get these Irish hitters off balance. Ground ball down the third baseline. That's fair. And rolling past the outfielder Harib, he cuts it off. And Frasco holding up at first. It's a long single, but Ursuline has a leadoff batter on for Drew Carrilla. And there are some days where you have your best stuff and people are swinging and making soft contact. And there are other days where you cannot find the strike zone and or everything is hit hard off you. And Ferenchek is having one of those days. It's the 6th hit he's allowed in 2 innings of work. 4 runs to 2. And the pitch. Outside corner, 0-1. Ground ball to first, back in by Boyd, throws to second, over his head and into left field. It's an E3. And Cardinal Mooney just cannot get out of its own way. 2 on, nobody out. Here's Jack Erickson. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Erickson swings out of his shoes, 0-1. And the pitch, swing and a miss, down 0-2 is Erickson. And the 0-2. Line drive up the middle. There's another base hit in the center field. Frasco getting held up at third. The coach, third base coach, was starting to wave him around at first and then realized, wait, there's nobody out. There's no need to risk it. So now bases loaded for Pisa. And first one doesn't score a run this inning. It's going to be a big win for the Cardinals, but they need to get it out before they can think about that. And the pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. And I think Ferenchek has to keep coming back to that off-speed pitch in the zone until it gets hit. Swing and a miss, 0-2, and Ferenchek about to hope he can get a huge strikeout. And the 0-2, outside, 1-2. And the pitch, low again, 2-2. Two-two pitch, low again. Ball gets away, but Frasco holds at third, so the bases are loaded, nobody out, and Ferenchek has to strike out Pisa or walk him. It's one or the other right here on this next pitch. Of course, if Pisa can put it in play, you might see a couple of Irish come across the plate. Ferenchek is set. Bases loaded. The full count pitch in the dirt, ball four, and Ferenchek works in a run, and I don't know how much longer he's going to be on the mound. He does not have his stuff today. He has walked in another run. It's 5-1 Ursuline, still with nobody out in the inning when the base is loaded. So now Mark Manning to the plate. And then back to the top. So if you can't get an out on the 9-hole guy, you're going to have to face the top of the order with, at worst, one more run in and the base is loaded. At best, excuse me. The pitch. Ground ball, chopper, foul. 0-1. Swinging a fly ball to left field. Harib right under it. He makes the catch and tagging at third, and coming home is Carilla. He gets down. Actually, he does not, but it doesn't matter. He comes in to score. So a sac fly for Manning, and Ursuline tags one more onto its lead. It's 6-1. So back to the top four is Schutte. 2 on and still 1 out. Plenty more damage to be done if Ursuline can string together a couple more hits. They already have 7 in this one. Throws back to, he pivots back to second base. Doesn't throw. And Ferenchek, at this point in the ball game, the last thing you need to be worried about is throwing over to a base to get a runner out. Because if you do that, you're just telling the batter, hey, he's more focused on the runner than me. He's going to be distracted. Maybe he might throw me a meatball, or he won't be able to find the plate. Pitch is on the outside corner. 1-2. And they're shooting a good contact, guys, so I'll put the ball in play here. Excuse me, the count's 1-1. Ground ball to second. Fielded over there by Reese on the second for one, and Rashidi will be back to first on a fielder's choice. So 2 down and runners at the corners, and Rashidi will likely be off for second base to avoid a force out at the bag and just to get another runner in scoring position for Treveri. Treveri had a double last time over the left fielder's head. Didn't matter what Aiden Harib did over there. No matter what he did, it would have been over his head and to the wall. Treveri just put a charge into it. Off for seconds Rashidi, and Scott just tosses it back to Ferenchek. That's a strike again. 0-2. Very behind in the count. And the payoff pitch popped up, foul territory. Boyd working over for it. He runs and he makes a sliding catch in foul territory to end the inning. But Ursuline strikes again. They get 2 runs and they lead 6-1 on a one-sided affair so far. We're going to the bottom of the third here on YSN Live.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Sheely's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Sheely's. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
Your Sports Network Holy War action this afternoon. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon, turning into evening. Ursuline leads 6-1. Apologize for the scoreboard not being up. Trying to fix that now. Ursuline has 6 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Cardinal Mooney, 1 run on a hit and 1 error. And that error was the throw over second baseman's head by Boyd early last inning when he could have had a potential double play ball. First pitch misses, 1-0. Up to the plate. This is Ryan Reese. Reese was up last inning when Harib got picked off at first. So Reese gets another chance to make an impact, leading off this inning in the leadoff spot. Floated into right field, and on the run is Manning. He can't get to it. It's a single to lead off the inning for the Cardinals.
Number 15, Jeff Brenner.
Jeff Brenner up to the plate now with a runner on first and nobody out. Part of the order you want up if you're Mooney, if you want to get back into this ball game. You're trailing by 5. You got your leadoff hitter on. You got 2 up to the plate, 3 on deck, and 4 in the hole. Nobody out right now. Get a couple runs back here, and this lead won't seem so big. The pitch from Frasco fouled out of play. 0-1. Breaking ball fouled back. Frasco now ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Frasco's ahead 0-2. Pitch up and away. 1-2. Frasco throws back to try getting Reese, but Reese is in there easily. And the 1-2. Breaking ball popped up shallow right field. And that just deeper and deeper. Boy, did that ball carry. Bako makes the out, and ball didn't come off the bat very hard. That ball just kept carrying and carrying and taking Bako back and back to the track. He comes in for Tommy Groner, who was hitting in the cleanup spot. Maybe out there to replace him for defensive purposes. Goes back to first, not in time, and maybe they'll re-enter Groner if they feel like they need a bat later in the game if it's a close game again. Because you can re-enter a player once, and then after that you can't once you take him out again. So, and Nick Bako, he can hit the ball. He's not as, the pitch is in there low, not as prolific, I should say, of a hitter. But he's got more speed than Groner. Maybe not as much contact, but they both get out of the box as a lefty, and when you're a lefty who has speed, putting the ball in play is going to be a chore getting you out, and chore is a nice word because it's not fun. A little time because Reese is tying his shoe over there at the bag. Pitch misses, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch, off for second goes Reese. Throw down, one hopper, not in time into center field. Actually, yeah, it looked like Raschuti might have been able to backhand it, but it got past him and no harm. As a good throw may have had Reese, but Reese got a good jump and he had a lot of steam ahead of steam. Didn't look like he was going to get thrown out by any throw there. Unless, of course, it's like Yadier Molina tossing it down to second base, then anyone would be out. Two balls and a strike. Reese at second and one down. And the pitch. Inside. Brushes Boyd off the plate, 3-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece of that, but either way, he didn't get much of it. And Frasco works to count to full 3-2. On deck will be the cleanup hitter, Cam Sweeney. Sweeney, his first at bat, kind of worked his way. Well, he worked his way on by half swinging at a pitch that ended up hitting his wrist, and it wasn't a full swing, so we got first base. As Boyd fouls it off and out of play, we'll do it again. And 3-2 again. Swing and a miss down on strikes goes Boyd. And Frasco sets down another Cardinal. Good pitching after that first inning. And it wasn't even a rough first inning for C.J. Frasco, just a laboring first inning. Hit a batter, gave up a walk, gave up a hit, but worked out of it with just one run. And so far, he hasn't given back any runs that his team has scored since then. He's got 2 outs. Here's Sweeney. Half swing, and he went 0-1. Up and away. Ground ball to second. Raschuti off the hop. Tosses over to Carilla, and that will end the inning. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. The Irish lead Cardinal Mooney in the Holy War 6-1 here on YSN Live.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Introducing Merge from Greenwood Chevrolet, a completely new way to buy a car that combines the convenience of shopping online with the personal touch and expertise that Greenwood is known for. Visit greenwoodchevrolet.com and let us go the extra mile for you.
Back here on YSN Live, new pitcher on the mound for the Cardinals, the tall and lanky Will Petty looks to keep this lead where it's at for Ursuline, trying to get his team back in it, but you can't win a game when you're down 5 if you can't stop the other team from scoring. I mean, it's pretty basic. If you can't, let's put it this way, it doesn't matter if you can score a few runs in a comeback if you can't just keep the team off the board, and Petty looking to do just that. Leading off for the Irish will be Dylan Casey in the 3-hole. It'll be Casey, then Bako, then Frasco. So like you said, Bako took over for Groner in right field last half inning. He will hit in the cleanup spot. Maybe you'll re-enter Tommy Groner if you need a bat at a big moment. But for right now, Coach Paul Kemp is putting Nick Bako out in right field and hitting cleanup for the defense. And for the speed, I should say, because Nick Bako has wheels. Casey steps into the box. Ursuline looking to grow their lead, and they can add 5 more runs in the next 2 innings and hold Mooney off the scoreboard. They'll be out of here in 5. First pitch fouled out of play. Casey aggressive right there. Ball was swung on and popped up and fairly shallow, but a little bit deep center field, but the catch is made out there by Saunders for the first out of the inning.
Number 3, Nick Baker.
So Nick Bako up to the plate now with 1 out and nobody on, getting his first at-bats in this one. Pitch from Petty. Tries dropping the bunt down and he fouls it off. Bako would have got it down. Good luck getting him. Half the battle in high school baseball is throwing strikes. And if Petty can do that, he'll give his team a good chance of getting back in the game. Ball's short popper. Fielded cleanly, tossed over to first base. And they call Bako safe at the bag. It was a high chopper, and Boyd couldn't get it. He went back to the bag. He relied on Reese to get the ball and toss over to first. And the throw, it beat Bako, but the umpire said that Boyd was off the bag, or at least his foot was off the bag when the throw got there. I really couldn't tell myself. But nonetheless, a runner on first for Brian Frasco, and Bako likely will steal. Gets a little lead. Petty deals. Swing and a miss. Frasco took a hack and a half at that one. You can get a little more aggressive with your swings when you have a 5-run lead, because if you do run into one, that lead will grow. And the pitch. Kind of a caught in between swing from Frasco. Tried to hit the pitch up in the zone, but the ball kind of ran in and jammed him. He's quickly behind 0-2, and now we got to get the ball down and play. Give yourself a chance to get on. And the 0-2. Bako offers second. Strike 3 called. Throw down. Not in time as the one hops into the glove of K. So Frasco strikes out, and Bako takes second base. So Drew Carrillo will come up to the plate. Last time he hit a hard liner to center field that was slicing toward the left center field gap, but nice catch out by Saunders in center to retire him. Keep the same approach here. You're going to be getting on likely. Pitch is a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Pitch goes to the backstop, bounces right back to Scott, but such a big backstop here on scene 1. As Bako or any runner would have been there easily, but Bako definitely. So now a runner on third with 2 outs, and doesn't really do a whole lot for the Irish because you still need a hit to get Bako in from third. But maybe an infield single, but now an infield single though, or something that's a play where there's no throw to be made. As Curlo rolls over that one, and Reese makes a nice stop, tosses it to Boyd, and that ends the inning. And Boyd with a little bit of a stab at the bag, trying to It looks like he showed up the umpire a little bit, saying, yeah, my foot's on the bag this time. So a scoreless inning for Petty out of the bullpen. Well done, as he's trying to get his Cardinals back in the ball game here. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth on YSN Live.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them.
To do anything that would convenience the customer.
And every day I'll go the extra mile so they can trust us.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Back on YSN Live, Gabe Saunders up to the plate to start the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Saunders, Brenner, and Scott. Brenner's still hitting for the pitcher. Petty does not get the chance to swing a bat. It's like he's a pitcher only. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. And it'd be nice if you're Ursuline to shut down the Cardinals the rest of the way, or at least in this inning, and put on 5 runs in the top of the 5th and just end the game there. But as long as you keep pitching like this with Frasco and keep fielding like it behind him, you're not going to need to score another run to win the ball game. Get a 5-run lead and keep pounding the strike zone and make your fielders work behind you if they can even hit it. And the pitch. Ground ball to second. Raschuti fields it cleanly and tosses it over to Carilla for the first out.
21, Brenner.
Johnny Brenner to the plate. His last at-bat, Brenner really fought. That's an understatement. He had a great at-bat. One of the best at-bats I've had the pleasure to see all year. It ended in a strikeout with him. So it's not the result he wanted, but he fouled off about 6 or 7 pitches, being the count 2-2, and he ended up working it full. First pitch is just off the outside corner, 1-0, and count was 2-2 for about 5 or 6 pitches that he kept fouling off, and then Frasco tried to get into the chase, and he didn't, and it went full, and next pitch Frasco went with a challenge, and he swung right over top. Pitch is in there, 1-1. Frasco in the windup, the 2-1. Fouled again out of play, and I made sure to park as far away from the field as possible. I don't want a ball going through the windshield. That's the last thing a college student needs to do, is pay for a broken windshield. Count is 2-2 with an out. Brenner looking to battle again. Frasco hoping to have other ideas. The pitch, low, full count. I don't think this will be quite the battle as the last at-bat was. But then again, last time, is every time you saw Brenner foul a pitch off, each time you're like, there's no way he does it again, and he would do it again. And 3-2. Lifted in the left field. That ball is going to get down for a base hit. Rolling all the way to the wall. Picked up in left field. Erickson fields and hits the cutoff. It's a one-out double for Johnny Brenner. And Cardinal Mooney's got a runner in scoring position with an out. P.J. Scott, the first of the Cardinals to have a chance to drive in Brenner over there at second base. So you got 2 cracks at it to get a single or better and drive in your second run of the ball game and inch back into this ball game. Second full count that Brenner was in this time. He got the ball right down the left field line, and the ball was out of the reach of Erickson. He kept slicing and slicing, and first pitch misses. Couldn't get the ball to his glove, and it landed and rolled into foul territory, and Brenner had no trouble getting the double. Ball would have been in right field, probably would have seen a one-out triple, but Sakursa hitting the ball opposite field as a lefty. 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Frasco ahead 1-2. Looking to get Scott in last at bat. Scott worked the walk, but he had didn't look like he had a lot of confidence at the plate swinging the bat. As Frasco just misses, and the count is even at 2-2. And Frasco threw a non-competitive pitch on the full count. Didn't force the Mooney backstop to swing the bat. This time, we'll see if he decides to attack on the even count. He deals. Strike 3, got him out looking. And, of course, the Mooney crowd not very happy about that. A number of calls they haven't really been happy with. Nonetheless, that's strike 3 and 2 outs. Here's Matt Kay, the shortstop. Strike 1. The 1-1 pitch is back to the backstop, and Pisa's got to hustle. Keeps Brenner over there at third, and that, as I said last inning with Ursuline at the plate, it doesn't matter a whole lot. The only time a run will come to score off that, if it wasn't a hit, would be, well, of course, an infield hit, which is your traditional kind of base knock, but an infield hit, an error, a fielder's choice that doesn't result in anyone being out with 2 down. Frasco is hoping to strike him out, so it doesn't matter. The 2-1. Lifted in the right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Bako fields it and fires in, but not before Cardinal Mooney gets the second run of the ball game, and they trail 6-2. So back to the 9-hole, Aiden Harib got on his last at bat. Actually, a pinch hitter. It's going to be Will Petty for Harib.
Number 5, Will Petty.
Petty must have come in the game as a defensive. Well, he obviously came in the pitch. First pitch is on the outside corner. Brenner must be taking over now as an outfielder, as Petty's coming to hit as a pitcher, unless they move Brenner somewhere else in the field. But Harib is out of the game for the time being. The pitch popped up. Shallow outfield. Manning comes in to make the catch. That will retire the side. But Cardinal Mooney gets a run back on the RBI single from Matt Kay. Ursuline still leads 6-2 after 4 innings of play on YSN Live.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoning County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
YSN Live, top of the fifth. Petty back on the mound after pitching a scoreless top of the fourth, relieving Ferenchek, who did not have a good outing to say the least. Surrendered 7 hits and 6 runs. One of them wasn't earned as it was an error from Logan Boyd throwing to second base on a potential double play ball that resulted in no outs. Jack Erickson will step to the plate. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Irish. Erickson, Pisa, and Manning. Anyone gets on, Raschuti will have another shot at it. He had a sac fly his last at-bat following his first at-bat where he had a single to lead off the game. So yet to hold Raschuti from making an impact in this one. The leadoff single came across to score a run and then had a sac fly to extend their lead. The windup and the pitch to start inning number 5. It's in there for a strike. Erickson hit a home run last night in their win over in their loss to Fitch, excuse me. I'm sure Mooney knows that, and I'm sure Erickson is looking to build off that momentum and that power that he had yesterday. But he's quickly behind 0-2. So Petty is pounding the zone. And he deals up high 1-2. And that's half the battle, as I said earlier. If you can pound the zone in high school baseball, you're going to have a good shot at getting out of innings with little to no damage. And if you can't find the strike zone, that's when it hurts you. Pitch misses again, and Ferenchek couldn't really find the strike zone. And when he did, he was laying it right over the middle. It wasn't quality strikes. It was just to get me over strikes, and Ursuline wasn't laying off, and they weren't being patient in that sense. They were being aggressive and ripping on them, and that resulted in 6 runs on 7 hits. Erickson rolls over this one. Boyd fields it cleanly and steps on the bag for out number 1. So Tommy Pisa will step to the plate. Reached last time and came around to score eventually. It was on the sac fly from Raschuti. And the pitch from Petty inside 1-0. Pisa ahead 3-0. Looking to get on for Manning in the on-deck circle. Bat off his shoulder, pitch on the outside corner, and 3-1. And looked like Pisa thought it was ball 4, but he didn't show up the umpire. He kind of took a step out of the box and was ready to throw that bat if he had to, but pitches on the outside corner again, and there's no good done when you try showing up. When you don't, no one tries to show up the umpire, but there's no good when you try saying, I confidently got a 4-pitch walk, unless it's clearly a ball, because you still got 2 pitches left. And this pitch is not in the dirt. That's a pitch that you have zero worry about being called a strike. So a 1-out walk drawn by the Irish catcher. And Mark Manning in the 9 hole will come up. Put the ball in play last time for a sac fly. And I would not be surprised if you try bunting for a hit here with Manning. Put pressure on Mooney. Put pressure on the Cardinals, and not just to make a good play to get the out at first, but also to make sure that you don't throw the ball around again. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Maybe a hit and run, maybe some kind of get the ball in play, and it's a lot easier playing on, it's a lot harder playing on defense when the ball is in play than just watching your pitcher mow down hitter after hitter with strikeouts. The 0-1 up in the zone and inside, 1-1. One ball and a strike. Chopper, going to be a tough play for Boyd, and everyone's going to be safe. The speed of Mark Manning just pays off there. So that's generally not going to be a hit unless you got someone with half-decent speed running the bases. And Manning beat that by about a step and a half. So now, after the leadoff hitter was retired, you got the leadoff hitter in the lineup, Luca Raschuti to the plate, looking to add on some more for Ursuline. And the pitch. Ball is low, and Petty hasn't done a bad job since he's come into the game. A lot of soft contact when he's allowed it. He's thrown strikes for the most part. Besides the walk to Pisa, he's been attacking the strike zone. But maybe getting a little antsy here with 2 on and 1 out. The first bit of adversity he's seen all day. And he steps off. Pitch in there, 1-1. Raschuti lines that in the left field, and it's going to be over the leaping head of Brenner. Rounding third and coming home is Pisa. Going into third will be Manning. It's an RBI double for Luca Raschuti. And Ursuline adds up one more on, and that technically is scored a hit. Ball should have been a routine can of corn, as they say. Ball was floating up there and was in there air forever, where Brenner realized he over-pursued it just a little bit and had to jump to try making the catch, and it went over his head. Could have been worse, but it's still a run and a double as scored on the board for Luca Raschuti. So here's Treveri. Treveri has got on with a nice double today that was lined over the left fielder, her ribs head. Here's the first pitch. It's in there for a strike. 0-1. Pair in scoring position for the Irish sophomore. Up by 5 with still 1 down. After the leadoff man got out, Ursuline has got everyone else on. Ball is lined to left field. There's another base hit. Brenner gets in front of it, rounding third, and coming home is Raschuti. The throw to the plate, not in time. And it's a 2 RBI double for Anthony Treveri. Ursuline blows this game wide open. They lead 9-2. Looking to join in on the inning, Dylan Casey. Back-to-back doubles to left field for the Irish. And now, if you're Paul Kemp's squad, you got to be thinking 3, 4, 5 right now, 1 out. Let's end this game in this inning. Pitch is up, 1-0. Outside corner, strike one. The hitter who's in the hole, that's Brian Frasco. He's the unofficial right now winning run. He comes, if everyone else who's in front of him gets on and does not get out and he comes up, he'd be the 10th run off for second and in there. Fairly easily was Treveri. He made a good read off the wild pitch. Ball was bouncing the dirt, and normally, of course, that ball's never scored a wild pitch or a pass ball if no one advances, but Treveri with a good jump and aggressive base running. He's ahead 2-1. There's Casey and Treveri standing on third with a chance to come in on contact. Corner in. Line ball to center field. That ball is going to be caught on the slide by Sweeney, tagging up and scoring. It's Treveri. Actually, it was Saunders, in center field. But nonetheless, Ursuline tacks on one more on the sac fly from Dylan Casey. And their lead swells to 10-2. So Nick Bako up to the plate. Bako reached on what was an infield single last time on a bang-bang play at first base. A little chopper that went over Boyd's head, and Boyd couldn't keep his foot in the bag when he retreated there. Bunt squared, does not get it down because he pulled back. It's 1-0. Petty winds up, and he deals. Slaps it foul down the third baseline, 1-1. Swing and a miss, ball chased in the dirt. And Petty is one strike away from getting out of this nightmare of an inning in which the Irish have put up a 4 spot. And had they not gotten that run in the bottom of the 4th, Ursuline will be 1 run away right now from ending this ball game. Petty looking to get out of the frame. He deals. Inside. Count is even at 2-2. Ball's fouled back. We'll do it again. If you're one for pace of play, this game has been about an hour and 45 minutes. We got started in first pitch about 5 after 5, and not too bad considering we're almost through 4.5. Pitch is up and in, and a full count on Bako. Bako's not one guy you want to let on base, especially with 2 outs. Almost automatically says we're going to steal second base and put a runner in scoring position with 2 down. And the full count pitch. Breaking ball up and away. Bako works a walk after being down 1-2. And pinch hitting for Brian Frasco will be his brother CJ Frasco. Frasco is on the mound in this one, and Must have taken away the DH, which that is one spot that you cannot re-enter for. If your pitcher is getting DH for and you move him into the DH spot, you can no longer put a different DH back in there. You can only pinch hit for him. And Frasco, a good hitter in his own, got the day off, squares the bunt, pulls it back. Baker goes to second. He is in there on a close play. Well, it's close for this game. Most throws have been not even close. That one was the closest one, but it still was convincingly a stolen base for Nick Bako. Frasco was trying to get the bat head out there to kind of distract the catcher and pitcher, maybe get Bako a free base. Frasco calls time as he didn't like how long Petty was taking. I mentioned earlier, Frasco had that great outing against Canfield early in the year to get the win, and not only did he pitch well, he got a couple RBIs to help himself on the mound and a pair of hits. Looking to get a hit right here, help himself out again. Pitch hits Frasco, and oh, that'll help yourself out for the moment, get yourself on base. Now, the winning run at first base. So Frasco can get his way all the way around to home. This game will be over, and if Carrilla can put one in the gap with 2 outs, that's the ball game. And I'm sure they're having a little mound meeting right now to figure out what they're doing. Trying to salvage this game and make it respectable. We don't want to get mercy rolled, or as they call it, run rolled by your rival in the Holy War. If you're Scott behind the plate, you want to keep anything in front of you, just because now if a ball gets past you or runners advance and move up 90 feet, now a single will score Frasco from second, who has speed. Carrilla takes the first pitch on the outside half of the plate. It's 0-1. So Petty's got ahead of the last few batters he's faced, but he hasn't been able to put them away, whether that be a walk or a single or some kind of way to get on base. Ursuline has kept battling, or hit by pitch as the last at-bat showed. The 0-1. Same location, same call, 0-2. Carrilla looking to stay alive and just put this one in play and keep the inning going. I'm sure the Ursuline fans and the Ursuline players as well as coaches would like to get out of this one early and get a run roll over their rival. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Petty gets Carrilla on 3 pitches to end the inning, but not before the Irish score 4 runs in the top of the 5th. They hold a commanding lead over their rival Cardinal Mooney on YSN Live.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting, where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Your culinary adventure awaits at Legends Food and Drink. Experience a welcoming ambiance while you explore our appetizing menu featuring over 20 meals under $20 and over 30 lunches for $12 or less. Our private dining room seat between 10 and 20 at no additional cost. And don't forget our spacious 35-seat bar for your favorite sporting event. Book your special occasion in our elegant banquet room that seats up to 150 comfortably. Legends Food and Drink, a taste you'll remember. Market Street and Route 224 in Boardman.
Your Sports Network from Struthers, Ohio in Bobseen Park. Time is 6:57. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It's a quick game considering 12 runs have been scored in total, 10 by Ursuline. Bottom of the fifth, leading off, number 16, Ryan Reese. He singled his last at-bat. Was not able to come across the score. The pitch, fouled off. It's even at 1-1. John Cambert is a new Irish pitcher on the mound. Comes in for Frasco. Frasco moves to short. Treveri moves to third. The pitch inside, 2-1. Kept Raschuti over there at second. The right side of the infield is the same with Raschuti and Carilla. Treveri moved to third. Frasco moved to short. The pitch is on the outside corner. Count is even at 2-2. Looks like Baker remains in left. Dylan Casey moved to center. And Jack Erickson stays out in left field. So Reese gets a piece of that one to stay alive.
Johnny Cambert pitching, right? Johnny Cambert, the campaign relief pitcher for Ursuline. Frasco to third and Treveri to short.
Count is full on Reese. Pitch. Fouled off, and the most important thing you can do as a relief pitcher, of course any pitcher, but especially coming out of the bullpen, following up a good effort by your starting pitcher is throw strikes, and throw strikes. So far he's attacking the zone, a few pitches off the zone, but he's been getting swings and fouls and looking to put away Reese right here. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Reese. John Cambert's first batter is a strikeout. Jeff Brenner, up the plate, and good first out for Cambert. Strike one. Ground ball to third. Tough play. Treveri gathers, tosses across, and it goes way past Carilla. And Brenner's going to stay at first base. So it's going to be scored in infield singles. It wasn't really a tough play. It was a tough play, I should say. But nonetheless, runner's on first for Logan Boyd. And this is the guy you want to try doubling up. Boyd's he does hustle, which does help when you got a not-so-speedy runner at the plate. He comes out of the left-sided box. He hustles. So it's not going to be easy or routine to double him up if he puts the ball on the ground, but a hard-hit ball should end the inning for Cambert on the mound. Strike. It's actually a ball right off the plate. Cambert, Petty, and Ferenchek have been getting, and of course Frasco have been getting that call for most of the day. But not right there. Boyd flies this one in the outfield. Coming in still is Casey to make the catch for out number 2.
Number 2, Cam Sweeney.
Cam Sweeney strides to the plate. Sweeney in the cleanup hole took a ball off the wrist in his first at-bat and was likewise retired in his second at-bat. 1 on, 2 out, off for second and popped up on the lip of the outfield grass. Raschuti works his way back and makes the catch to end the inning. So no runs, and Ursuline still leads 10-2. 2 more innings left before this one is final here from Bobstein Park on YSN Live.
Let's face it, buying a home is one of the toughest things you'll ever do. At Forever Homes, we are licensed realtors that specialize in representing our clients in the purchase and sale of single-family residences and income property in Columbiana County. We truly love this area. We were born in this area, and we pride ourselves on the knowledge of transactions, school districts, neighborhoods, and related services. So the next time you need to buy or sell your home, make it Forever. Forever Homes Realty.
You know, being able to have success on the football field and the basketball court and just every aspect of, my sports career is now documented. One of the greatest things about high school sports is to be able to talk about it for the rest of your life and to look back on the days with my buddies whenever we would have some battles, whether it was our rival or just another game. And I could go back and look at it and, not only myself, but my family members, my teammates, and it's something that will last a lifetime. My name is Parker Sherry, and my sports network is your sports network.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
And it's just a great feeling to put them in a vehicle and get them all excited about a new vehicle.
At the end of the day, our goal is to be someone our customers can count on.
And every day I'll go the extra mile for the community so they can trust us.
To do anything that would convenience the customer or make them feel more at home.
Realizing number one.
Back here on YSN Live, Jack Erickson starts the inning. It'll be Erickson, Pisa, and Manning. Actually, Manning was taken out. Manning was taken out for Casey in center field when Camrett came in to pitch. Well, Casey moved from third to center. Manning was out. Treveri moved to third from short, and Frasco moved from the mound to shortstop. And Camrett took over on the mound, so it's going to be Erickson, Camrett. The pitch is up and away. And the pitch. Low and in, 2-0. The 2-0. Petty misses away, 3-0, and like we mentioned, Camrett on deck as would be at the time the winning run. Of course, Mooney still has to hit in the bottom of the inning if Ursuline can plate two to keep this game alive. The 3-0 inside on the corner. Petty gets back in the count. It's 3-1. And that ball hits Erickson as it's not fun if you're Erickson. That ball was ball 4 anyway. And hit you instead, so you get on base regardless. So a runner's on first base with nobody out. Here's John Camrett in his first at bat. So Manning on deck with Camrett to the plate. And the pitch, Erickson off for second, pulls it back, throw down, way right, and backed up. Nice job over there by Reese to back it up, or Erickson was in the third base if he realized it. Count is 1-0. And the pitch in there for a strike. It's got Camrett back against it. And the payoff pitch misses outside. And the pitch up high. Count is 2-2 on the Irish pitcher. pitch misses low, so count is even. And 3-2. Fouled out of play. So runner on second. Nobody out. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. Cambert takes his base. So Mark Manning to the plate as a timeout will be called. We're gonna take a timeout with him.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Klin.
Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Introducing Merge from Greenwood Chevrolet, a completely new way to buy a car that combines the convenience of shopping online with the personal touch and expertise that Greenwood is known for. Visit greenwoodchevrolet.com and let us go the extra mile for you.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Back on YSN Live, Aiden Harib, the pitcher on the mound, the lefty, will face Manning Raschuti, and probably will get Treveri. So Manning will work his way up to the plate as Harib's done warming up. Problem here is you got the 2 runners on and nobody out. Manning, of course, with speed, probably seeing he'll probably put a bunt down. But now that you have a big lead, he does put it down. Both runners go. It's a double steal, and it doesn't matter. No bunt needed. So now Manning can swing away with 2 on, and both those runners in scoring position. So now you can swing away with your Manning. The pitch from Harib is up and away. 2-0. Three and 0. So the past couple years, Ursuline has owned Cardinal Mooney in baseball, and today is going the same way. To date back till the spring of 21, the last time the Cardinals beat Ursuline. Ursuline's won the first meeting this year, and they won both last year and swept the Cardinals. Hasn't been fun if you're a senior or junior on this team for the most part, and if you're a freshman or sophomore, you haven't tasted victory against your rival from the north side. The windup and the pitch from Harib to Raschuti is a ball. It's a strike on the outside corner. about to say that Harib did not throw a single strike. Did not throw a single strike to Manning the last at bat. So of course Rashidi was taking all the way as that ball was low and in the dirt, and nice block by Scott behind the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Strike two. And Rashidi down 1-2, just needs to put the ball in play.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. Rashidi's down on strikes. The rainbow pitch, that slow curveball, gets Rashidi swinging for the first out in this inning.
Number 22, Anthony Treveri.
Here is Anthony Treveri. Back-to-back righties. Herb will have to face to get out of this inning. Ground ball to short. The throw comes home. It bounces and everybody is safe. And Mooney cannot get out of their own way in this one. Kay, the shortstop, I don't even think he's short on the throw. He just made a bad throw. It took a bounce to Scott the plate, and it got away. And it's not an easy play to make. It's a lot harder making that throw than it seems, but you just got to make the throw to his chest. You don't have to worry about tagging the runner, and it'll be an out. And now Dylan Casey up 2-0. The potential winning run at third base. The rest will just be insurance. Pitch is a strike, 2-1. And if you're Ursuline, yes, you want that runner from third to come in, but as many as possible just to give your pitcher a cushion. As that ball is lifted in the center field on the run, and coming in is Saunders. He makes the catch, tagging up, and coming to the plate is Cambert. So it's a sac fly, and Ursuline leads by 10 with 2 down and 2 runners on for the lefty, Nick Bako.
Number 24, Tommy Groner. That's not Tommy Groner. Number 3, Nick Bako.
Pitch to Bako is low, 1-0. And if you're Herb, you got to attack the lefty. You get the best, probably the best hitter in this Irish lineup, in Rashidi out on the same side, lefty, and you got him with a curveball, and got to attack a lefty right here. Ball misses, 2-0. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses, up 3-0, and risking loading the bases with 2 down for Frasco, one of the better hitters in this Irish lineup. When of course this game's already blown wide open, but in terms of trying to come back from the mercy roll, it would be blown wide open with one swing from Frasco as Bako works the walk. So now, nobody nowhere to put Frasco, as Bako just got walked on 4 pitches, and Harib, after getting out a couple batters in a row, you might think he might work out of this, and Frasco lines it down the left field line, but that ball goes foul. 0-1. Frasco right on it, slow out in front. And 0-1. Ground ball foul again. And Herb moves ahead 0-2. I think if you're Frasco, you don't mind being down 0-2. You know that Herb's not throwing very hard on the mound, so anything that's a fastball you can catch up to, and you won't really have to be behind on it. But if he tries that looping curveball, kind of put your weight back and get him swinging. The 0-2. Outside corner has Frasco down on strikes. and that will end the inning. But Ursuline gets a 10-run lead, and they're 3 outs away from ending this one. We'll see if they can do it when we come back on YSN Live.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Hi, I'm Eric Carlson, president of Joe Dickey Electric and an Eagle Scout from Troop 60 in Boardman. I'd like to invite you to join us Tuesday, June 13th at the Lake Club for our 18th annual Celebration of Scouting Breakfast. Join us to hear the scouting story and support the organization that helped me become the leader I am today. Visit www.gtcbsa.org/breakfast or call 234-900-5906 to reserve your spot today for the 18th annual Celebration of Scouting Breakfast.
YSN Live, bottom of the 6th. Ursuline 3 outs away from ending this game in short fashion. It's only an inning shorter, but when you're up by this many runs, you want to get out of here and celebrate a big victory. But Cardinal Mooney is going to try battling back and as best they can. They're down by 10. They got 5, 6, and 7. Saunders, Brenner, and Scott, unless there's any pinch hitters, which I don't see. Here's the first pitch from Cambert. It's low, 1-0. The pitch misses. Would have hit Saunders in the head had he not ducked, and it's 2-0. So Paul Kemp's probably thinking right now, just throw strikes, John, and we'll be out of here like that. The 2-0 pitch. This is low again, and Saunders, good leadoff at bat, and this is the most important at bat of any inning, of course. Get the leadoff guy on, sets the tone for the inning. The 3-0 is inside, so not even close on all 4 pitches. Cambert walks Saunders, and now he gets John Brenner to the plate, who ripped a double last time down the left field line. And I'm sure Cardinal Mooney does not want to, no matter if they win this game or not, they just do not want to get run ruled by their rival. And the pitch. Ground ball to first. Nice job by Curla. Throws to second for 1. Back to first, and about a step and a half late. Cannot get the double play, but they get the fielder's choice and a quicker runner who's off the base paths. Not a bad play. Obviously, you get the out, but you replace a slower runner on the base. You replace the faster runner with a slower runner on the base paths, and Brenner, and a pinch hitter for the Cardinals. The 18, Trent Littman. And the pitch outside, 1-0. Cambert deals high, and he's trying to go to the slide with the slides to control the run game. And I know you don't want to. I know you want to end this game in this inning and not give up that run, but if you just throw strikes, and not worry like that, you'll be fine. Ball's grounded right back to Cambert, but it deflects. He gets to it quickly, and he won't get Littman at the bag. He stayed with the play and was late by about a step, but you can't fault the pitcher for trying to make the play, and just bad luck as he couldn't field it cleanly. So now you got first and second with nobody out. And the shortstop in the 8-hole, K, will try extending this inning more. 2 on, 1 out. And the pitch. Ground ball right back to Cambert to third for 1. Back to first, and Treveri will hold on to it and just take the out where he got it. So that's 2 away. And Ursuline is 1 out away from winning the Holy War for the second straight year, a sweep. That would include a mercy rule here, as the proper term is run rule, but it's about a bit of a habit. Here's Harib, the pitch. Misses up. 1 ball, no strikes. Harib came back and re-entered as a pitcher. Camber deals. Strike at the knees. 1-1. And still, Mooney fans are not too happy with the strike zone here. But I tell you what, whether he's calling the strike zone perfectly or not, this game would not be close. As the 1-1 pitch misses low. 2-1. And if there's a 2 or 3 run ball game, you could say, okay, well, a couple missed calls could have gone our way. We have a couple more runs, and maybe you're down by 1 or even tied. And even if the umpires call us a favorite Ursuline, they'd still be up by 7 or 8 at this point. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the Cardinals are down to their final strike on the evening. So 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count on Aiden Harib. Camber deals. Strike 3 looking, and that's the ball game. Ursuline wins the Holy War, 12-2 in this one, and the sweep for back-to-back seasons. The winning pitcher, C.J. Frasco, John Cambert, gets the save in relief. Multiple innings he pitched across. A couple RBIs for Mark Manning and a handful of other Irish hitters. It's a beautiful day and a beautiful day to get a win if you're one squad. You get some 14U players coming up at 8 o'clock. But for this game, this is the tail end of the regular season for most teams in the OHSA, as well for baseball, as softball playoffs already got underway. Playoffs start soon. Division II, where Ursuline plays, and Division III, where Mooney plays. They won't see each other again all year, but you know that if they did, it probably wouldn't be this lopsided again. Games, no matter how talented either team is, usually doesn't end in blowout fashion in a rivalry affair, but today it did. Ursuline 12, Cardinal Mooney 2, here on YSN Live.